Hello guys. In some of the previous videos, we have learned about writing loops. One of them was a while loop. In this video, we will see that there is another way of writing a while loop. Normally, a while loop starts with a while statement, which checks the predicate is true or not, and executes the block of statements, only if and until the predicate is true. In another way of writing this loop, we first execute the block of statements anyways. And then, at the end of the loop, we check the predicate is true or not. And this form of while loop is called a do-while loop. Let's get started with a while loop, and then we will establish the need of a do-while loop. So here is some code, which shows the user some options, and asks user to enter an option to display the corresponding information. For the sake of simplicity, I have written only 3 options: storage size, RAM capacity, and exit. The options will be displayed to user, and they will be asked to enter an option, until the user enters exit. This happens in a while loop. Here the predicate is checked at the start of the loop. However, the value of variable checked in the predicate comes only when the user enters some option that is inside the loop. So, at the start of the loop, we are just assigning an arbitrary value, which is empty string, to the variable input. This assignment before the start of the loop is absolutely redundant because we are not using the empty string value anywhere in the code, but just checking its inequality against the string exit, which we know is true. However, if we do not assign any value, then the default value of the string option will be null, because it is a string, which is reference type. So, we cannot evaluate the predicate in that case. So how do we avoid this problem? There is nothing wrong with this code, and it absolutely works fine. But writing just the working code is not always a good idea. In this case, we are comparing a string in the predicate. And we are initializing that string for no good reason, just to know that the predicate is true anyways. And it could be any more complex object, instead of string, that we would have to initialize, consuming unnecessary resources. The clear fact in this case is that, at the start of the loop, our predicate is always true, and it may become false, only once the loop is executed. So, what if we could start by executing the loop first, and then checking the condition if we want to execute the loop further? The do-while loop comes into picture here. Let's now see how we write the do-while loop. All you have to do is move the while statement at the end of the loop closing brace. And then terminate the while statement with a semicolon. And before the start of the loop block, write a do statement. And now, we don't have to initialize the string option to any value. It can be kept to its default null value. The value of string option will be assigned within the loop the first time, and at the end of the loop, it will be checked in the predicate. That is how the do-while loop works. I hope the necessity of a do-while loop and its syntax is clear to you. It can be used to avoid unnecessary assignment to a reference type variable and save resources, and in case when you want to execute the block of statements at least one time, and when you know for sure that predicate's value is going to be true the first time. So, next time you write a while loop, you should think if you can write a do-while loop instead. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the .NET Study Room if you have not already. And do not forget to like and share the video. This will really help the channel grow. Thank you again.